What's up, everybody? This is Elliot with Read Write Web. Really excited today because I finally got my hands on the new MacBook Pro with Retina display. We're going to be releasing a full review of this computer later on this week, but I wanted to give you some of my first impressions. And I think, as you can tell, I really like this machine. It is absolutely a phenomenal piece of engineering. It feels extremely solid. You know, it's not as light as I thought it would be. At 4.5 pounds, it does still have a bit of heft to it, but it feels like an incredibly solid machine. The hinge on it is very, very sturdy. The way that the lid magnetically closes to the body, like it did in the previous gen MacBook Pro, it just feels very, very nice. One thing I noticed is that the display itself is very thin. It's just mind-blowing how they've able to cram these 4:1 pixel ratios in a display and get it thinner than a display with 1/4 of that resolution. It's really an astounding feat of engineering. Brightness and contrast on the display also top notch. I'm used to using a 24-inch cinema display, so not only do I have this giant bump in resolution on a smaller screen, but the brightness and the saturation of the colors, they're just truly beautiful. I do have a spider color calibrator. I've used it on this monitor and it was very close to perfectly calibrated right out of the box. I'm working in a room with controlled light, so I'm really happy to see Apple's dedication to color accuracy on a pro level machine. As I mentioned, we are going to have a full review as well as some images in a gallery comparing this to the previous generation MacBook Pro as well as the MacBook Air, so check back on Read Write Web for those images. Now, if you were lucky enough to get your hands on a Retina display MacBook Pro, one of the first things you probably wanted to do was set your desktop background. That was what I wanted to do. I wanted to show this thing off. Well, there aren't too many sites out there that have background images at the resolution to really get true Retina quality out of this. So what I wanted to do is give you a couple examples of some websites that I like to download some wallpaper images, and we actually have a post on Read Write Web with a handful more. So one of the first ones I wanted to show you is called Interface Lift. Now, I've been a big fan of this website for a little while, and they've recently added a ton of Retina images, both for the iPad, the new iPad, as well as the new MacBook Pro. So go to Interface Lift, click on Wallpaper Downloads, and it's as easy to browse as you'd expect. Up at the top, you can choose from a variety of resolutions. You also have the opportunity to select a specific size or device from a drop-down menu. And the size that you're going to want for the MacBook Pro with Retina display is 2880 by 1800. I'm going to go ahead and click that, hit the download button. It just opens up in another page in my browser, and I can drag that out on my desktop, and I've now got this beautiful high-resolution image. So very, very simple. I like another site a tiny bit more. This is wallpaperswide.com. Just think it's a little bit easier to browse categorically, and they have a little bit more diverse collection of images. Everything from sort of gratuitous car pictures to fantasy illustrations to celebrities. Lots of stuff here, and really, again, beautiful high-res images. Some stuff beyond Retina in case you have like a dual monitor setup. I'm going to click on this one here. It's a tilt-shift picture. You'll see no drop-down menu here, but just a ton of size options. I'm going to go ahead and choose 3840 by 2160. That is a gigantic image, and that goes ahead and downloads right to my downloads folder. I like that because it keeps everything a bit more organized. The last means of getting some Retina wallpaper is actually Google, and what I'm going to do is Google search for the Nikon D800. So I entered D800 sample images, full resolution. I'm going to go ahead and click on the images tab on the left-hand side, and just to make sure I'm not getting any scaled images, I'm going to hit large. The D800 is a 36.3 megapixel camera, so images coming from this thing are just gigantic. They're going to be beyond Retina, so you have the freedom to kind of crop them in to any size or perspective that you'd like. And as you're going to see, 7360 by 4912. That's huge. So you could have, your Retina display hooked up to 3 24-inch cinema displays and still not be expanding that image. So lots of potential to work with that there. Guys, if you're lucky enough to get your hands on a MacBook Pro with a Retina display, let me know about it. In the comments of this video, leave me your first impressions. If you've had it for a week now, let me know what you like. Let me know if there's something that you don't like. As I mentioned, I'm going to give you guys a link in the description of this video so that you can see a couple more places to get some desktop images at Retina resolution. And later on this week, we'll have a full review of the Retina Unibody MacBook Pro. And I hope you guys check it out. For Read Write Web, this is Elliot Weisberg. Have a great afternoon.